Hello all. I hope you don't hear that echo. That sounds really bad on my end, but yeah. We're here with UMT Tan versus Tarleton State University. How do I spectate? Oh, I can't. I don't have global spectator this game, I believe, so we're just gonna have to wait a second before we can spectate anyone. If you in chat can hear and potentially let me know if you can hear this echo, because if you do, I really hope you don't, because it sounds really bad on my end. But I will try to fix it if you can hear it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it alone. And already, our our what's the word? Support and chat off the charts. So we have we can press tab when we're team spectating. So we're just running to the point. How do I switch? Oh, can I do this? No, I have to click. Okay. This is new to me. I've never been. Now I can't do anything. Oh, here we go. We got Fuzzy Squid going in. Gets a pick right off the bat. Gets a second one. Actually, doesn't quite get the second one. Gets one there. And looks like Tan is going to take this first fight. Bastion and Orisa still alive. But we get a res on our... Huge res, actually, on our Zyra. So we get first cap on the point. And, yeah. Let's see where we can go from here. Preben, Kraben? I have no clue. I know I've been told, but I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I can't click. What the? What is going on? So hopefully I can switch person sooner or later. Here we go. Interesting. Oh, we need to go on streamer mode. We're getting bloops and bleeps from Discord. Streamer mode, streamer mode. Streamer mode, here we go. Enable streamer mode. You should no longer hear any Discord bloops. Sorry about that. But looks like we did lose the point. But I can't see. It's so laggy trying to click through. Maybe I asked for global spec next game, because this is terrible. I can't tell who has ults and who doesn't. They did switch off Orisa to Reinhardt, so maybe a better matchup. I don't entirely know. We do have Visor. Fuzzy Squid just trying to pump out some damage on the backside, and he will ult. Beat comes down to deny that. And Montana going to lose Kraben for their efforts, unfortunately. And Naira going to fall too, so... Montana, oh, that's a huge shatter. Going to get 3 off that, so we're going to have to group up and go later. Is that a 5K? Or like a 5K from with 6 kills because of the res? That's kind of crazy. That goes incredibly hard, unfortunately for us. We're just... looking around. Oh, I got to do a Discord ping. We got to do a live alert. Hang with me. You can watch some riveting Fuzzy Squid gameplay as I type. Tarleton. UMC UMT Tan. versus Tarleton, and later on, I believe. Here, let's do this real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to hide that. We have Maroon versus Oklahoma City. So we're going to go back to the game. Oop, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Sorry. I'm a one-man production caster crew right now, so things might be a little scuffed. So Oklahoma State. Oh, I know where I can win. They do get we get capped back, but they cap back, and it's 99% overtime. Does not look like we're going to get a touch. And so that will be the first round. Yeah, going over to Tarleton. Today's Thursday at 6 p.m. We have... Oh, that's the Maroon team, which is exactly who I wanted to see. New Mexico State White.
Much lies in store. Let us see to it.
And then
Divergence leads to defeat.
we are playing. This may not be Tarleton. I may have made a slight miscalculation. Oh no, this one actually is Tarleton. So that's good. Tarleton State University. And then that's going to be at 6 o'clock p.m. Montana. Oh, we did some kind of teleporter thing. We ended up way high. That looked kind of wacky. But we will lose 3 in the first fight. And point will go over to Tarleton. We are contesting. Stopping, trying to buy some time, but Sir Nicholas Surkulos and Naira will fall, and we'll be back. Regroup and try and take again.
I offer something more. Constructing my teleporter. The conflict has found enemy location.
Oops. Who's Glacier play versus? Oh, has Glacier potentially already played? Let me check. I think I remember seeing something about this actually. Okay, yeah. Glacier is not playing tonight. So just the Tan and Maroon games. Ooh, plywood. That's fun. Does look like we're gonna lose this point too, unfortunately. Looks like we're real staggered. We do have one on the point. Looks like... What the heck? Looks like Naira will fall, and yeah. Montana, unfortunately, late trying to touch at the very last second, but does not get there. And that will be the first round over to Tarleton State. Very unfortunate, but we can potentially take the next one. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Yeah. So we'll be back probably in like 2-3 minutes. We're trying to pump through these because it is esports night at the University of Montana girls volleyball game versus NAU. The entire esports team and program really is being honored, and so these people all want to be there for that. I believe that starts at 7 p.m. And so the faster they get this over with, the less of a rush they'll be in to get across campus and get to that game. So I'll be right back. And as some of you might have heard, we are now entering Kings Row for the second match of the night. Whoever gets there first, I believe this is hybrid, so you have to capture the control point and then push the cart as far as you can. Going to be looking for a another masterclass from Tan here. They should be. They played really, really really well last week, and hoping they can carry some of that momentum forward into this game.
This looks like a team that gets into trouble.
This team.
I came along.
Thank you, Baptiste. He is saying what we're all thinking. this team gets into trouble sometimes. But luckily, we're going to stop that trouble by
Stand very still,
winning this game.
but also avoid the bullets.
Avoid bullets. Another sage piece of advice from Baptiste. We're just jumping around.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Constructing mechanical objective.
We got, so it looks like we got pretty standard setup, I think, for us. Cheese Crip notably absent, usually playing. They are in fact the captain of this team, but decided to take a time off from this one as the Junkrat bombs are coming from about 6 million miles away. We're gonna mow down the Orisa, but does get pulled back. I thought for sure she was dead, but gets grippied by Life Weaver. Fuzzy Squid gets the first pick of the game. So, gonna delay any pushing any further. Fuzzy Squid just mowing down. Holy cow, Bastion does damage. Krabbin gets gimmick in return for Fuzzy Squid, but I need to click. Yeah, here we go. Nyrotoxin just punching the crud out of the air. Shield gonna come up, throw those little beans. I don't know what they are, but they look really painful if they get thrown at you super hard. Their soldier maybe a little bit overextended, but wow. Krabbin unfortunately gonna fall. Our thing is gonna fall, and Fuzzy Squid unfortunately dies themselves. I don't see how that is, and see how that happened. And looks like Tarleton is going to cap the first point here. We probably will not be able to touch in a meaningful way. And yeah, so now it's up to Montana to stop the cart from going as far as they can stop him. Taking the high ground, I like that. Just trying to get as much damage out as possible. But these Junkrat bombs landing in here. Simmel comes out trying to stop the cart in its tracks. But Happy Rogue chucking these bombs up, man. Just free damage. Really hard to dodge in these enclosed rooms. But Nyrotoxin, ooh, not going to be getting healed up that much anymore, and immediately falls once they realize. Ooh, going in. Orisa getting punched. Shield coming back up. We're just chilling. Fuzzy Squid on the Bastion is about to turn into a turret and deal about 6 million damage, melting the Orisa, but the visor comes out, gets 2, and Sir Coolnos, keep on saying Nicholas, is gonna get 1 too, so that's gonna stunt Tan's attempt to stop the cart for now. Krabbin is on a flank. Could potentially do some silly Billy things here. About to start. Yeah, throws 3 turrets on the payload. But they immediately get destroyed. And Tarleton keeps their march towards the base of Montana going. Ooh, big damage, big damage. These balls are really hard to hit. These like alt clicks. Our Bastion is gonna ult. We're about to drop some damage. Fuzzy Squid gets 1. We get the tank, which is big. Now we're talking. Our tank falls, but I think we've stopped the cart for now. Krabbin throwing down some turrets, getting some damage down. The beam. The beams! Love to see it. Oh, window comes out, so we're going to do even more damage. I would hate to imagine what like a Bastion turret form through a window. Grenade comes through and gets knee mans. And looks like Montana is kind of finally kind of found their stride and is just kind of sitting here and defending. Yeah, love to see it. Teleporter going to come out. Maybe looking for a cheeky flank. Do they realize? No, they don't. Crabbing opportunity here to get lots of damage out. Tire gets actually nobody to like I think the immortality field and the hearing turret. And Crabbin is just going crazy. I'm loving this. It's just behind them all, unloading. Wall gonna fall now. Fuzzy Squid, unfortunately, going to die. But Crabbin is pumping out damage. Uh-oh. But that being said, Cart is getting awful close to the base. And Crabbin will fall down. Nyrotoxin goes in and gets one for their efforts. Tree's going to come out. And that's going to make this fight real tough. Crabbin is melting down this tree, though. Holy smokes. Will touch to buy time for Montana to respawn. But they will die themselves. And will they get back? Yeah, Nyrotoxin will get back. Delaying this as long as possible. We have 2 meters to go. Our Baptiste window comes out. But, oh no. Tan will unfortunately fall. But that was pretty good, honestly. That was a good round. Fun to watch. So hopefully we can continue on in that fashion. So in order for Tan to win this map, they must get the cart all the way to the end. They must cap the point, push the cart all the way to the end, and then it'll go into overtime. And then whoever at the end of overtime has either pushed the cart further or capped the point, that will be the deciding factor, whoever ends up doing that. So we're now spectating Cascas. We got our Life Weaver of our own, Sir Coolnos, weaving all sorts of life.
I don't like having my time wasted.
I'm clicking the right and left mouse button and nothing's happening. There we go. I agree. Fight as one. That's an Overwatch staple, I think. Crabbin on the Ash. So maybe going to see some sniper shenanigans. Late up here. We'll see. I think that's a Moira. Yeah. Skill Orb going to come out. I wish I could switch between people. That's really like the thing that's bugging me. But Fuzzy Squid, we're all going up and going to the high ground. Fuzzy Squid trying to beam down someone, but unfortunately, no one wants the smoke. Ooh, and Nyrotoxin will fall, unfortunately. That grenade gonna hurt a lot. Fuzzy Squid falls down on the ground, and that's gonna be it, unfortunately for him for now. Crabbin, though, maybe looking for a repeat performance of what we saw on the Symmetra. So we're just chilling, shooting, blam blam, all that fun stuff. We are making progress, but unfortunately Nyrotoxin is going to get walled off, and I think they might die. No, but great immortality field. Holy smokes from late. That immortality field for sure saved Nyrotoxin. Great thinking from them. And we're just watching Sir Coolnos. Oh, we have BAP window. So lots of damage is going to come out, but holy smokes. Big ol' Orisa ult and Moira ult will counteract that, and they'll clean up on the other end. So 2 minutes to cap the point. That's all Montana has to do. Wow. got big spikes on his arm gun. Reminds me of a needler from Halo. Our tree goes out. Let's go, 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 go. Woo! Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Neurotoxin gets one. Their tree comes out. That's not cool. Tree on tree violence. You never want to see it. Happy Rogue gets Krabbin. But we're still in this. Once their tree falls, I think we have a real chance to go in. And we're going to push. Keep going. Montana. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Sir Coolnos goes in, drags the Baptiste into the front line. Uh-oh. Bastionolt going to come out and going to get the Baptiste, unfortunately. Fuzzy Squid going to fall too. And now I can't change who I'm spectating again. Fuzzy Squid there. Krabbin. Late. Sir Coolnos. I want to get some Naira.
60 seconds.
Yeah, Neurotoxin gameplay. Throwing the sucky thing down. You can't jump or fly in that. And a big pick on the unnamed dude. And a big pick on the fried rice. Montana has the opportunity to take this point. Happy Rogue falls too. That's 3 for Montana. We just need to get the Orisa and the Moira, and we can take this point. Fuzzy Squid will fall, but we're punching him off the point. We're capping. Look at it go. 3 points. 1 tick. Neurotoxin doing their best. They will push back on to touch. We do get... Oh, they're not touching. They're not touching. We got the point. Woo! Let's go, Montana. So now what Montana has to do is push as far as they can. I believe that's our tree too. So they're just gonna seed it and let the cart move. Does the tree blocks the cart? That's unfortunate. Tree's gonna explode, and that's it for now. But we're moving the cart forward. Look at us go. Krabbin pumping out. Let's get some Krabbin POV. Bang, 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 bang. That's my gun impression, in case you couldn't tell. That's a great shotgun. Their Bastion up above. Holy smokes. Their Moira is an expert at farming ult. Holy smokes. We're pretty close to Bob here, it looks like. Oh. Unnamed dude. Wow, just barely lives. That's so unfortunate. Fuzzy Squid, though, still alive here. Doing their best to pump out the damage. We do have Bastion ult. About to have Bob, about to have Window. About to have Tree again. So, potentially a big fight coming up here for Montana. Fuzzy Squid just waiting in the corner. Window comes out. Brett, Brett. Oh, man. That was so much damage. Gimmick died so fast. But the Orisa ult going to get 2, and Neurotoxin going to fall as well. Tree, unfortunately, going to be a little bit in vain, as Sir Coolnos will fall to themselves. Should Montana get the cart to that second little tick, they will get more time to move the cart. So looks like we're, oh no! We were looking on a flower pedestal to go up there, and it actually got used a little early. Oh, Mayo gonna come out. Luckily, Fuzzy Squid gets knocked out, but Krabbin not quite as lucky as Fuzzy Squid, and neither is Neurotoxin. Big meme ans. Big meme ans. Counter Bastion ult will be unsuccessful, and as time ticks down, I do not believe we will be able to touch the cart. But that is the best hybrid round I've ever seen out of the University of Montana. So a lot to smile about that one. That was really impressive from them. And Gimmick again with another play of the game on support. Not something you see as often as you'd think. And this is just Holy smokes. Wow. Pumping out damage. This is that big fight on the first point. And so match point Tarleton State. We'll be back soon. But for now, that's it. And we're back. So, for the first time ever on this stream, no New Junk City. It's going to be Suravasa. So, oh, wow. Okay, 1 second. This mouse is very not fun. It's super floaty. Wow, big, pretty map. I believe this is set in India, if I'm not mistaken. Good luck. I'm going to try and find the spawns. Here we go. This is more like it.
What's your problem?
So now I kind of know what I'm doing. What is F? That one does nothing. Okay, I see. Here we go. I can observe much better from this point of view, and it's easier to talk about ults because I have the nice percentages. Looks like we have Fuzzy Squid on the Sombra. That is not something I think we've seen out of him all that much. And, yeah, excited to see how this one goes.
Systems hacked.
We're just running to the big main point.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Everything from them.
Ooh, big fight here. Looking to be brewing over this first point. Looks like they get the inside track to the point, unfortunately. But we don't lose anyone right off the bat, so that's already a good start. Fuzzy Squid. Gonna look for a little bit of flank here, I think. Brrr, brrr. Oh, gets it! That was so fast. Fuzzy Squid does get one. So now 4v5 in favor of University of Montana. We will look to push this as hard as we can. Fuzzy Squid maybe going to get another pick here. Maybe going to get the Moira. Brr, brr. Oh, she fades away. Wow, that was a huge, really fast Diva ult charge. But looks like this first flashpoint might just go their way. We're looking for anything, really. Fuzzy Squid will fall. And yeah, that's going to be the first flashpoint going over to Tarleton. I don't think it's worth for Montana to recontest 4v5. But we can try and get the first... Oh! Naira almost touches in time. Oh man, sweep unfortunately. Not what you want to see.
This town just ain't big enough.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds. Flashpoint unlocked.
Oh, we win the point. Maybe me not talking is the right idea.
I needed that.
Looks like Montana has a chance of taking this point. As I say that, 2 immediately fall, so maybe a little bit of caster curse there. It's 4. Just, yeesh. And this point will go back to Tarleton. 65%. Once this game is over, we're going to join in on game 2 of, or the second, not game 2, I don't know what it's called, but the second one of our Maroon team. They are the 2nd seed in their division. They're currently they're gonna play the 1st seed tonight. Hack on the tank, damage comes out. Huge EMP, team, let's go! Fuzzy Squid falls, but Sir Coolnos gets one. Oh, and unfortunately, it looks like it's just gonna Oh, man. So, this point, number 2 out of 3 going to go against Montana. Third one about to spawn. Can Montana get into it? Looks like we have a switch to sim. So, going to go full point contest here. Going to put those little turret beams down on the point, and we'll go from there. Looks like we're grouping up as 5. I like that game plan from the tan team. Wow, they actually shot that thing right away. They have us. Oh, Naira gets 1. We're capping. Let's go! Woo! That's going to be Montana's point right off the bat. Happy Rogue falls to the turret beams. Gonna be hard to take back this point with all the turrets on the point.
Adjusting turret placement.
We're just trying to stay alive on this point as long as possible. I think if Montana takes this map, it would be so cool for them. EMP is massive. Beyblade is massive. 4 kills and I think a 5th to follow. Yeah, 4K for unnamed dude. That is very unfortunate. Don't like to see your team take L's like that. But they are still ahead on this point, so should they be able to touch, they can potentially make up some ground. Ball just going to be bouncing around. Boing, 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 boing. Bob goes out. Bob is going to do some work for Montana. Bob is always a menace. Uh-oh. That's going to be a huge ult. Fuzzy Squid can't get out of the way. 2 fall and another team kill for... Oh, never mind. We still have Late touching the point. Gets 1. And looks like Crabman got 1 from Beyond the Grave. Late putting on a masterclass. Keeping the point alive as long as possible. We need to touch. Will Montana get there in time? I don't know who's the closest. Oh, it looks like we will. 99 on... No, we don't make it. And that's going to be a 3-0 sweep for Tarleton State. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back very, very soon with our Maroon game in a bit. And I'll catch you then. And we'll catch up later. Yeah. See ya. Hello. We're here. University of Montana versus we got versus Mexico State White. We're doing some Overwatch here right now. This is the second map. I believe I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say Maroon won because they're pro gamers, but in truth, I don't actually know. So we might have to wait a second until. Oh, I am so sorry about the noise. I'm moving a microphone. We're gonna be waiting a second until this match is over, and then we'll figure out who won. I'm joined by Couch.
Oh, I didn't know I was casting until this mic was put on my head.
Yeah, forcibly, unfortunately, but we're going. Looks like we're watching the wrong team. We got Hyacinth and Exma, Jimmy Carter here.
Ooh, dancing. Who is that?
That was Hyacinth. This one? Oh, this one.
Yeah, I like the moves.
The dancing ninja, Genji.
Okay, I know about Genji.
Yeah, he's from Overwatch.
Yeah, I've heard a song.
Looks like we've got a standard University of Montana comp, and they unfortunately have a Bastion, which means they have this guy in the top left, Ice. That means Jimmy Carter doesn't get to play the game.
Okay, why?
Because he does an insane amount of damage to big characters, and Jimmy Carter is a very big character, both in-game and real life.
So, taking out the tank early.
Yeah. So usually whoever dies first loses the fight. So we're just waiting for someone to die. It'll say right here. And here.
I need to move
Oh,
my mic.
Hyacinth falls, so
How do you turn this off?
you just gotta suck it up.
I just need to move it.
Where? Yeah, that's. you
Okay,
gotta-
sorry, everyone.
Yeah, Freezer gets a beam onto Exma too. So Hyacinth and Exma, unfortunately, both falling early. But we're just waiting, grouping up, seeing what we can do.
Regrouping.
Oh, we got the huge shatter. Oh my goodness, that's a Montana sweep right there.
Oh, that was so cool.
That is. We are so cool. They use their window. That's that big green thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark that as a clippable moment because
Beautiful.
Montana went absolutely insane. And we do get the cart. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong people, Juliet.
They're just interesting. I tell
Bowser
you.
Hauser, Young Blitz, Exma, Hyacinth, and Jimmy Carter. Players of legend, truthfully.
I just did physical therapy for motion sickness, so I'm gonna
You're
tap
loving-
out here.
Yeah, you're loving this, aren't
Yep.
you?
Very fun though. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to our team. Unfortunate for you. Looks like Exma got real close to falling, but a clutch Suzu from Young Blitz. And we're going to get the visor rush. The visor rush. And despite having 2 die, looks like Montana is going to clean house in this fight. Hyacinth pulling it out, truth be told. Looks like we're doing a good job rotating our ults. We might have Nano Blade or Nano Rhine for this next fight, which will be pretty fun. But Montana looking absolutely unstoppable. I feel more and more confident by the second that Montana took game 1. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, and I do now have confirmation that Montana did take game 1, so we're just looking to extend our lead. Hyacinth here. Looking for a dive onto the back line. Huge deflect. Deflects like so much stuff. But will die, and looks like it supports the last surviving members of our team. We'll get staggered on both of them, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to have to wait a little bit before they come back. But have plenty. They have 3 minutes to push the cart like 2 feet. So we're not too terribly worried about anything right now, honestly. We do have Nano Blade. We're about to have Shatter with it too. Lots of options here for Montana, but Nano Blade very obviously like the the iconic Nano. Ooh, Sigult gonna come out. No one dies actually, so feels good for Montana that they were able to deny that. Nano Blade comes out. What can we see? Hyacinth and Hauser going crazy. I need to switch to Hyacinth as they, yeah, clear the back line and Montana win the fight. Team kill. No one lost either, so that's freaking feels good. We still have Shatter. We're about to have another Kitsune rush. Montana's ult economy has been pretty good this game. They've had their DPS ults have been syncing up pretty well with their support, so they've just been chilling. We got the payload princess as Jimmy Carter. Oh wow, that's a great spear from Orisa to deny the damage as Jimmy Carter doing his best to kill the field. Kitsune Rush comes out. No one's gonna fall quite yet, but Jimmy Carter will. Eczema on the flank, trying to gun down the Orisa. Will do. Now the last one alive with Young Blitz. And now kind of just the last one alive. Young Blitz falling back to relative safety and now has big beefy boy Reinhardt Jimmy Carter in front of them. New Mexico State on meta. I have no clue what that means, but thank you for the input. I wish you were here. You could explain it to me because I have no clue what that flipping freak that means. Jimmy Carter about to die, but wow, his supports are putting him worth. Hyacinth gets the Orisa. So that's going to be the tank down. Montana needs to press the advantage. Jimmy Carter goes in. Smacks two. Eczema gets another with the visor. And the Sojourn push back into their spawn. Oh! Eats a fire strike. Jimmy Carter just doing their best to keep NMT State, or Mexico State rather, from touching. We have Nano Blade again, but Anna falls. Big shatter, and yeah, it's effortless for Montana. 1 minute 35 remaining as they push the cart all the way to the end, and that's gonna be Montana. All they need to do is stop them from pushing all the way. Easier, harder than it sounds, but also I have confidence in Montana to do exactly that. Oh my goodness, this place is a bit of a mess right now because of all the you can't fly through walls. Duly noted. But this place is a little bit of a mess right now because of the construction going on in our esports space, which will be really fun. Whee! Really fun when it's done, but not anything in the interim. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. How do I go up? How do I have to do this? I guess so. So we got the point. Maybe no snipers coming out for New Mexico. But oh, I spoke too soon. Speak of the devil, there is a Widowmaker out. We have Eczema on their signature Torb Jorn. My Jorns have been torbed by this individual many times. Hits some crazy stuff. Looks like we're playing kind of far back. Fully respecting the Widow. And we do have a Junker Queen, which should be fun. A little bit of a slightly different tank than we've seen before. Oop. Wrong team. I keep pressing F1 to spec Jimmy Carter when in reality I need to be pressing F7. They've answered Archangel with a Genji of their own. Holy cow, Eczema is already 40% to ult. And their turret will fall. Eczema gets Freezer. And so this fight looking rough for Mexico. Everyone on Montana real healthy. Jimmy Carter gets the The Lucio. Hyacinth gets their Junker Queen. And now we're we're back to defense. They did, in the meantime, get 1 tick on the point, though. Less than ideal, but better to give up 1 tick than to completely lose the point. Trying to stop that. So, Campbell practically up already. It's going to be a hot minute for anyone else really even gets their ult. Kitsune Rush actually is charging up real fast. Youngblood's putting in work. Yeah, ult going to come out. I don't know what it's called, but it's the Hot Lava Goop. Hyacinth gets 1. Bowser Hauser gets 1. Eczema gets a 2nd. And Jimmy Carter does not get the last one. Eczema gets a 3K. 2 ticks now for New Mexico. Every time they come in and go crazy, they do get 1 tick, but they are paying dearly with their lives for it. We're about to have Nano, and we have Shatter and Kitsune Rush, so we should have a pretty favorable fight coming up to only the Kitsune Rush coming out. Although Barrier will be here, kind of more of a, not as proactive as an ult, much more of a responsive ult. I think that's enemy Kitsune Rush come out. Yeah, and Hyacinth, the last one left alive. He's going to try and go in. Oh, but the beat drop does force out the beat drop in response. And point is going to go over to New Mexico. So now the task at hand is to stop them from getting to the end. That's all that really needs to happen. Stop them from getting to the end, and you win the game. Or the match. Not the whole series, just this one portion of it. As Bowser Hauser putting in work, just shooting Jimmy Carter nonstop. Really healing them up. That is a healthy Ryan. Oh, Nano Ryan coming out. We're going to go look at Jimmy Carter as he swings his hammer with impudence, gets 1. And a remarkably small Nano Ryan from Jimmy Carter. Usually when he's on that, he gets, I think he averages, Reinhardt averages 3K on that shit. I'm losing it. I need to turn this off. I'm losing my mind. I'm swearing. I'm being an asshole. And I swore again without realizing it. I really need someone here to talk to. Otherwise, I'm going to go clinically insane very quickly. Jimmy Carter, I know you're probably going to watch this, and I'm very sorry. I'm just a stupid idiot. This is a more of a classic Jimmy Carter ult. She putting in the work. Big mistake, honestly, by New Mexico capping the point, because now they're going to get spawn camped. It's going to be first touch spawn door wins. This is a classic Jimmy Carter call. Don't know if it'll come out in the competitive match, but first touch spawn door is very much a classic. Torb Jordan turret, going to be Torben. Going brat, brat, brat. But Freezer will realize it. I think that's enemy Kitsune Rush, and Montana will be forced to fall back. Freezer beams Eczema. Hyacinth does get ice on the backside. So actually a fairly even fight. As Jimmy Carter gets another, she's going crazy. Jimmy Carter gets a 2nd. Jimmy Carter with a 3rd. Oh no, Hyacinth steals it. Jimmy Carter with another 3K. Jimmy Carter 10 kill streak. Can't press tab because we're on global spec, which I think is kind of questionable. But so 4 ults to 2.5 on New Mexico. And like I said, it does look like a slight mistake to cap the point, because gives Montana. They seem to be so good at holding these corners. Huge shatter. Oh my god. Absolutely absurd. Oh. Junker Queen comes out. I think that hit every single one. Oh my lord. That was... Yeah. That's a little bit of a clip, unfortunately. But I think we still will have a chance to stop that from getting the second point. This cart not moving all that fast. Hyacinth we will have Nano Blade, and I won't make the same mistake where I don't watch the Nano Blade. Yep, one. Oh, huge beat drop. Will save at least one. Oh wow, completely negates the Nano Blade. That is a feels bad. But our Kitsune Wretch comes out, and does look like we're holding our own. And yeah, kill for Reaper trying to stay alive, but Spawn is so far away. And that's going to be the map in favor of Montana. 2-0 lead, and we'll be looking to go to Flashpoint here. Who gets play of the game? Whoa, that was cool. Eczema gets play of the game. I believe this probably be the defense first point hold where they ultimately got 3 kills. Beamed. 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 Kill them. Beamed. 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 Nice. Good job, Eczema. You're a hero in my heart. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Yeah. For map 3 and potentially the decider. Hopefully we can get out of here and make it to the volleyball game at 7.
Welcome to New York City.
And as you might have heard, we're back on New Junk City. A classic of the University of Montana esports Overwatch streams. We have been pumping out New Junk City games. Earlier we did see a Saravasa game from Tan. So that's the first time I personally had seen this map. And we do have the Jimmy Carter Queen.
Yeah, this is my city. Don't you dare put a scratch on it.
So, yeah, thematically speaking, does seem to make sense to have Junker Queen on New Junk City.
This could be our best mission yet.
We do have a Tracer. That's a pretty unique pick. Very different than what from what we've been seeing throughout most of the games this season. As Junker Queen yells really loud. I think it gives movement speed. That would be my guess. As we're sprinting, Eczema will be the first one to make contact. So, oh, it looks like they used the Lucio speed boost. and they got to the point before Montana, but Eczema using their genetic aimbot as Bad Tech gets Eczema in return. Jimmy Carter on the point, just shotgunning. Axes on the Reinhardt. Trying to kill the Lucio, but he's a little swishy and runs around pretty well, but tough to run around when you catch 16 shotgun bullets to the face. And that will be exactly what happens as Montana takes the first point. I have heard complaints that this first point is by far and away the worst one on this map. So nice to see Montana doing their best on it. Ooh, big axe. I believe that puts a bleed effect on too. So, oh, huge life grip. We got walled off on the Jimmy Carter Junker Queen. Oh, big. Eczema gets 2 with 1 rocket, and Jimmy Carter potentially clip him. We'll clip that. I don't know how good the observing was on it, but Jimmy Carter got gripped into ulting and got, I think, 4. As we have Eczema here up on the high ground with Hyacinth and Bowserhauser. All 5 up on the high ground. Being sneaky. Wow. Montana presses their go buttons and point at 100, essentially. Whoever wins this fight, potentially. Oh, Big Shatter gets 2. Jimmy Carter Queen, where are they going? They're on the point, trying their best to stop. Huge tree. That will keep Jimmy Carter alive for a long time. She will have the opportunity to go Australian insane as they're just solo contesting the point. Just chilling like that. 10-player kill streak already. And, yeah, Jimmy Carter plus, I think that Bowserhauser lived too. Basically 2v5ing the whole team. Potentially Young Blitz was alive too. I don't actually know. I wasn't paying attention that closely. I was too engrossed in Jimmy Carter's sensational gameplay. But looks like we're going to the inside point. I have not seen a lot of this one. This one's kind of fun. I think this is much more fun than the 2 other outside points. Hurrah! That's my Junker Queen impression. We have 4 viewers right now, so I'm just being a little unhinged. Plus, I'm solo casting. I also solo casted for like 3 hours on Monday. Albeit that time I wasn't observing too. I was just solo casting and not observing. That's their window, so we need to hide. Stay out of the line of sight of that. And New Mexico will use that to the best of their ability. Oh, huge. That was, I think, a 5-man ult from Jimmy Carter, but I think Lucio beat dropped to deny any kind of kills. Let's look at some Young Blitz. Oh, my fault, Young Blitz. Sorry. Eczema make it out by the skin of their teeth. Hyacinth, a fair deal healthier, but relegated to just throwing shurikens from 6 million miles away. I wish I could throw shurikens like that. That'd be really cool. I could be a ninja myself. Huge reflect on those Lucio bloops. I know they do 6 million damage. Jimmy Carter has decided it's go time. And wow, support's putting in a masterclass to keep Jimmy Carter alive that long. Young Blitz and Montana gonna lose the second point, but looks like unfortunately for New Mexico, Montana very much has the inside track to this one. Jimmy Carter is quite a ways away, but I think we'll meet up as Blitz does teleportation thing, has a little squid on her hand.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Gets on the high ground. Gonna start throwing out those kunai. Kunai? I have no clue. As someone from New Mexico needs to touch and shoot the yes, yes, good job. And Montana caps despite New Mexico using their BAP wall. Hyacinth gets Freezer, the Sojourn. Oh, that's an unfortunate whiff. Jimmy Carter gets one. Jimmy Carter helps with another. Hyacinth gets one. And May is going to get chased down by Jimmy Carter and taken out. So that's a big stagger, too. We'll have Beat Drop and Blizzard. So can force them off the point with the Blizzard. I think pretty much a guaranteed cap. If they can do it right for New Mexico. But time is running out. Already ticked up to 70. Let's watch some Jimmy Carter. Wall goes up, and oh, looks like Eczema is going to fall to ice. Jimmy Carter gets Freezer, though. Immortality Field still up. Kitsune Rush comes out for us and Tree. But Blizzard going to come out, and holy smokes, it is a madhouse on the point. Looks like, oh, we are going to touch to stop the cap. We get Blade out. Wow. I've tried to watch Hyacinth every single time they, never mind. Hyacinth going crazy. I was going to say, every time I watch Hyacinth, when they Nano Blade, or at least Dragon Blade, they have not gotten kills. And the one time I didn't watch, they went off. So, unfortunate, but I think flippable moment for that. That was a nice 3K. I'm just rambling. As Retro Gamer in the chat, don't watch the first hour and a half of this stream. I was a little bit unhinged. That was being a one-man production team and casting leads to a few issues sometimes. Hyacinth dashes in and deflects. Good shout from Jimmy Carter. It's a shout. Good shout from Jimmy Carter. Going to deny that. Huge Reckoning. Oh, what a clutch Maywall. Bat wall going to come out, but Jimmy Carter just going to stand on the point. This time, New Mexico is wise to it. And Jimmy Carter will fall. Hyacinth far away. Young Blitz far away. Bowser Hauser far away. So, just going to wait for Jimothy Cartorius to come back into the fray. Not really super close to any ults. 65% on the tree, but this point could be a little tricky for Montana. Does look like Flashpoint really maybe not one of their strengths after how dominant their hybrid performance was. Shout goes out. We try to get on the point. Oh, gets pinned. Wow, still alive. Great work from the supports, truthfully. But only so much you can do. As Bowser House is doing their best to keep Eczema alive. So we got the big old flower. The ducks. So whoever wins this flashpoint takes the map. So Mexico needs to take this point to stay in the fight. To stay in the series, rather. We will have Blade and Visor. And we probably should get Kitsune some point during this fight. So maybe Montana can do something. As Pedestal goes up. Jimmy Carter fighting for their life on the point. She's going crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh! I thought they canceled the shatter, but does get the shatter off. Hyacinth gets known with the blade, unfortunately, and eczema, and the supports left to regroup with the rest of their team. So we will have Kitsune Visor and the tree. They don't really have a good way to kill the tree. Actually, maybe Bap Wall and on the tree, but that seems maybe not the wisest use of it to try and burst down the tree. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, eczema catches 2 straight projectiles to the head, and Montana really needs to fall back. And New Mexico understands that. They're pushing real far off the point to see if they can force Montana back. So maybe potentially, if this fight goes on long enough, Jimmy Carter might be able to farm up the Reckoning, or the Queen Rush. I don't know what the heck it's called. But high ground taken by New Mexico. Archery comes out. Jimmy Carter's huge flank. Oh my goodness, is going to get the thing. Vantech gets eczema. Reckoning comes out, gets 2. And Jimmy Carter is onto the supports. What is going on? How's eczema doing? Oh no. They died, and that's going to be the map going over to Mexico State. So perhaps this is perhaps this is living up to the billing. This is the 1 seed versus the 2 seed in NECC, but standard Jimmy Carter play of the game. This is when I think they're on the point, and they just kind of solo defended it. Oh no, this was this huge Reckoning, and yeah, very, very well played. So we're just looking. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with game 4. I believe this one is push, which is the robot wall, and not the cart escort one. I always get them confused. This will be a robot wall. Be right back.
Esperanza.
And welcome to Esperanza. We're in Portugal. We're just gonna push the robot. Let's look at him. Look at him. What a big dude. I bet he pushes so well. MS58KR. Oh look, he's got an Overwatch. Oh, if I can. These controls. He's got an Overwatch badge. And we're about to see what heroes. Standard for Montana. The Genji, the Soldier, Classics, Young Blitz, practically Kiriko one trick, in competitive at least. And Bowser Hauser on the Ana. And Jimmy Carter on their signature Reinhardt.
5, 4, 3,
As we're about to watch them run out. We're going to come around this corner and boom! Oh, that's wrong team! No! Oh, man. What a fumble from me. There we go. Those are boys and girls. The gang. Gangity gang, gang, gang. So it looks like mostly comfort for both teams. As no one fallen yet, but Ice Might here. Jimmy Carter actually, whoa, clutch up from the supports. Respect to them for keeping Jimmy Carter alive. Hyacinth super low themselves and will fall to Shax, but 4v4 for the time being. Will Reinhardt die? Oh, big shatter, big shatter. Wow. Charge that up so fast. No one else is even above 75% when that goes off. And Jimmy Carter just immediately shatters. Just, they're that person. They're that girl. That dudette? I don't know. But we're going crazy here. As we got RDLT in the chat. Just, yeah, we're chilling. This is we're playing collegiate esports. This is the NECC. We're this team is our best team. Jimmy Carter has peaked top 500. Hyacinth and Eczema, I believe, are both either high diamond or low master. Young Blitz is low master, and Bowser Hauser is high diamond. So a pretty solid team is Jimmy Carter. They're just built differently. Eczema will fall to the freezer ult, but Hyacinth, let's watch some blade action. Bowser Hauser does get their nano off before they die. Oh! Dashes into the 5-strike. Never a feel-good moment, but we are about to get the forward spawns. Hank gets a little overzealous there, gets shattered into Thingamabob. But Jimmy Carter taught me never to shatter and then charge. And they literally did exactly that. So I might be having to have a word with them after. So I am solo producing right now. I have like 60 billion monitors, and then I'm observing myself. Jimmy Carter dashes in on the other side of the BAP wall to keep them from being able to shoot through it. If you go all the way in on this team, holy cow, the supports on this team are so good. They keep Jimmy Carter alive so much longer than they have any right to. We're just chilling. There is a 3-minute delay, just to make that clear, for competitive integrity, so other team can't stream snipe and check ult charge and such and such, and so we can also not stream snipe. And the robot is marching forward. As we're going to fight on this bridge, looks like ooh, shatter opportunity here. Good Lord, Jimmy Carter, can you take a breather? This might be, oh no, it won't be a 5K, but will be potentially a 4K as Jimmy Carter clipped and shipped. That's our Maroon team. We're going crazy. Love to see it. No ults. We'll have Pulse Bomb, actually. We'll have Pulse Bomb and Kitsune Rush, but I don't think that'll keep up with the Shatter and the Blizzard. Very different tiers of ults there. Pulse Bomb. I think Pulse Bomb charges in about 2 seconds. Jimmy Carter getting a little nasty with that angle. Takes out their tank and the Immortality Field. So Robot just going to keep on marching forward. We do have the forward spawn. That's a great wall. Jimmy Carter. What is there to say about this that has not been said before? Going sicko mode. Or Mobamba, if that is what you prefer. Jimmy Carter finally going to die. And 4 kills. Hyacinth. They are aware, but Trace is one of those not champions, heroes that is tricky to catch if you're not 100% ready. So we will get all 4 players to respawn out of the forward spawn and regroup. Ooh, Bap Wall comes out, just pumping free damage into the Rhine. They are not watching for this Tracer at all. We shatter. Jimmy Carter, only one, not even a single kill off the shatter. Very disappointing for their standards. But does have the nano now, gets pinned. Wow, gets pinned about 6 million miles out of the fight. So that's a good pin from Beta Tech. They will pay dearly for it, but kept their team in the fight for longer than they had any right to be with a nanoed up Jimothy Carter Carterius III. Big shatter. There is a barrier right now, but it does not matter as Eczema gets 2 off the back of the shatter and Hyacinth gets a 3rd. Jimmy Carter gets the 4th, and Beta Tech is still walking back from spawn. Looking like Montana gonna go pretty strong here in this 4th map. Map 3, they looked beatable for sure. And maybe Flashpoint, just not their map type. Forward spawn unlocked, so that's going to be big for them. High ground, all 5 up on the high ground. Tough for Reinhardt to deal with that. Pulse Bomb doesn't get any. Jimmy Carter falls. And we're just, uh-oh, Bowser Hauser about to fall. Yeah, they will fall. Young Blitz going to fall. Eczema makes it out. And so does Hyacinth. I think we will get forward spawns for the... Oh, maybe not for the supports. Yeah.
Time to try again.
Oh, we do, actually. Is it based? Yeah, I think it might be based on when you died or something. But I'm not entirely sure. Jimmy Carter gets May blocked and May wall. Gets a little more than they bargained for with that. Gets caught up. Ice has been on point with these walls for the most part. We do have Visor and Rush. So should see a Visor Rush out here soon, which is a infamous deadly combination. As we hear Reinhardt comes zooming by with a gigantic rocket on the back. And they will unlock the forward spawns. So looking to try and match the push point. Have to get pretty far though. As Jimmy Carter, they're doing a really good job of focusing Jimmy Carter now. The damage coming out straight onto them has just been absolutely bonkers. As a Hyacinth will fall as I switch to them. That's on me. They would have lived if I hadn't switched to them. Bowser Hauser makes it out. And, uh-oh. New Mexico getting kind of close. There's a minute left. Just about to be on this. We do need to touch. Bad Tech does get Young Blitz with a fire strike. Oh man, hits the pole. Very sad. But Hyacinth staying alive, doing their best to harass the back line. Eczema gets 2. And is going to push the rollback back a little bit. So we'll be a... Wow. Fancy footwork here. I don't know how they're still alive. Good for them. And that's going to stop New Mexico. That was so insanely clutch. That was... wow. Very, very good. And a nice rocket. Focuses down the immortality field. Eczema, as a shatter comes out. Just let the gameplay do the talking for me here. As Montana sweep, and with 5 seconds left, does look like they will not get back to the robot. And yeah, Montana takes it 3-1. Did get a little bit hairy there at the end of map 4. But that's going to be all for us today. I have to go to a volleyball game. It is esports night at the women's volleyball game. Let's watch this real quick. Shock and awe for all. Stunned silence. Moment of silent respect for that. Our Reinhardt is a demon.